Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm a slow fashion designer and a seeker of new solutions. In this episode, I will tell you about my kombucha experiment last year. I will show you the prototypes that I made and I will conduct another experiment especially for you. A few years ago, I saw a presentation in a tech talk by British sustainable fashion designer Suzanne Lee, Grow Your Own Clothes. She talked about her experience growing leather-like material from special bacteria, yeast and tea with sugar. The topic was intriguing and strange. I wanted to try this material, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't know this drink, but I remember that my science friend was talking about kombucha in her space project. She and her team were looking for alternative ways to create materials for space projects. They made some experiments with kombucha leather in the lab. I joined her team and for more than a year we have been creating and testing various ideas for new use of the drink and cellulose produced by conglomerate of bacteria and yeasts. We have created a tonic and face and body cream. We tested it ourselves and our friends for many months and we liked the effects very much. However, the question that bothered me was how to use kombucha leather in our everyday life. I started the research, but before I tell you what I discovered, let me explain to you what are the differences between animal and synthetic leather and kombucha leather. Kombucha leather grows in containers and is a product of the fermentation process and it is cruelty-free. Unlike modern animal leather production, which exposes animals to pain and suffering. In the production process of animal and synthetic leather, a lot of toxic chemicals are used that damage health and the environment. The manufacturers do not have to inform us about it. That is why very often we do not know what dangerous compounds are in our jackets, handbags, wallets or shoes. On the other hand, only natural ingredients are used for the production of kombucha leather. Kombucha leather is completely biodegradable and safe for the environment. On the other hand, animal leather is impregnated with many substances that hinder and often prevent its biodegradation. Not to mention synthetic leather, which comes from plastic and is not biodegradable at all. At this point of research and work, we are not yet able to create kombucha leather that would be able to replace animal and synthetic leather, but we are well on our way to changing that. I want to show you some prototypes that I have created and tested for several months. I made a few pairs of embroidered earrings to see if it was possible to somehow decorate the raw material to give it a different character. It turned out to be quite difficult, but possible. I created an embroidery on another fabric, which I sewed onto a piece of kombucha leather, painted with ecological paint. The effect is quite attractive, don't you think? Sewing was more of a challenge because kombucha leather behaves more like a paper and the machine needle acts like a knife on it. But after a few experiments, I managed to find a way. I used natural linen for this and created a composite material from which I sewed the sachet you see in this video. Okay, let's start creating. I prepared 2 triangle pieces of kombucha leather. I also need a clasp for earrings and a needle to sew on beads. The list of necessary materials and tools is in the description. I will use beads from old jewelry, which you have probably already seen in my previous videos. They are glass and metal beads. They reflect light beautifully, which adds a bit of shine and contrast with the natural raw kombucha leather. I use one very thin embroidery thread to sew them on. I will show you how to create classic embroidery on this material too. You have to be gentle and careful not to punch the stitches too close, as this will create a big hole in the fabric. As you can see, it takes practice, but is possible, and the final effect is quite nice. Now all I have to do is sew two parts of the earring together, cut the shape and add a clasp. Kombucha leather is biodegradable, so I will throw the scraps into the bio-waste bin. Kombucha leather is a very interesting alternative to animal and synthetic leather, but its raw look may not be appealing to everyone. It is durable but not waterproof. It is completely safe for the environment and humans, but it smells like yeasts, although the smell evaporates. It is lightweight and can vary in thickness and flexibility. It can be decorated and painted. All in all, this is a material that has a future, but we still need to work on it. Here is a finished pair of earrings. I think they will go great with my favorite spring lyocell dress. The advantage of these earrings is that they are super light and very comfortable to wear despite the fact that they are quite large. I hope that I have inspired you to create and look for new solutions not just in style but also in life. Stay creative and have fun! If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It will motivate me to create more videos for you. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials and creative ideas. If you're looking for more inspiration and ideas to tune your clothes to your personality, check out the other videos on the channel.